Hey, All Stars, Happy New Year! Congratulations on a new year with 31. I know it may seem crazy because it's June, but with 31, we end our fiscal year on May 31st. So it is the 31 New Year on June 1st. That means that you get to take a look at your accomplishments from last year, big or small. I want to celebrate them all, and set your goals for next year. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is I want to show you how to look up your stats from the last fiscal year. So what you want to do is go to 31today.com or TOT, which is what we always call it. Click Manage Your Business, go down to Reports, and then click on Downline. This is probably an area of your website you haven't been on very much. The next thing that I want you to do is come over here to this section, and you want to make sure that May 2015 through, oops, too far, June 2014 is highlighted. So all you need to do is hold down your mouse button and highlight those so that they're all selected at the same time. Then you want to come over here and you can view your downline any way you want to, but hopefully I think if I just put in one, then it'll just show my stats. And then go over here to this click here section and click it. Nope, it's going to pull up two people. So it also pulled up Lindsay Parker's stats as well, but you can see right here on the top is me. And this is what my fiscal year looked like last year. So if you look right here, it'll tell you your title and the date that you joined. So I joined at the very end of April 2012. And then the next one here, this shows me how many people I've recruited in the fiscal year of 2014-2015. So that's 25 recruits. My PV was 21,964, which is super close to 22,000. And then I had 33 parties during the last fiscal year. You can see here that these are our team sales and my entire downline sales. So that's amazing. We had a great year last year. Over $250,000. We're actually like a third of the way to $1 million sold on our team, which is amazing. I'm so excited for you guys. And for me, that's awesome. So what does all these numbers mean? Basically, you want to use these numbers to try to beat your numbers for next year. That's always my number one goal, is I want to beat my numbers from next year. So I plan to have more recruits than 25. I plan to have more PV than 21,000 and more parties than 33. So I'm going to give you an example of what your goals might look like. If you pull up your stats, obviously you want to make sure that your goals are going to line up to make it higher than it was for this year. So I'm going to start out with somebody who's maybe a more casual seller, but really wants to challenge themselves. So my first challenge to you would be to set a goal to sell $1,000 in PV every month. There's a couple reasons why $1,000 is a great goal. First of all, it's going to set you up to have an awesome paycheck that month. That money will pay for things like a car payment, bills, sports activities for your kids, date nights. You can go to the spa, get your hair done, get your nails done, all sorts of fun stuff. Pay bills, not so much fun, but definitely necessary. With $1,000 a month, it can really help you and your family. $1,000 a month is also a magic number with 31, and I'll tell you why. If you are working your business and wanting to grow your paycheck, I say this all the time, that recruiting is the fastest way to a bigger paycheck, right? So when you are working towards that bigger paycheck, there's a couple of things that $1,000 gets for you. First of all, it means that you're partying more. So you're going to see more people, more ability to recruit more and book more, which is always our number one goals, right? To recruit more and book more parties. I guess number one and number two goals. It also means if you get to the point where you are ready to promote to director, one of the requirements to promote to director is to maintain and put in $1,000 every month. So right there, you're already set up to hit that magic number, $1,000 in PV. if you promote to senior consultant and above, you can actually receive home office leads. But you can only do that if you put in $1,000 a month plus meet your recruiting quota as well, which I'll talk to you about in a second. So there again is that magic number, $1,000 a month. So if you already have that goal in line and these things fall into place, you're already set for it because you're already working towards $1,000 a month sold. The other thing is we've had a lot of conversation about the K groups for our team lately. The exclusive Facebook K groups that are run by 31 Home Office, there are 3 different groups, but to get into the first group, you have to sell an average of $1,000 a month. It's done on a quarterly basis, so every 3 months it kind of changes groups and you can reevaluate and achieve that goal to get into the K groups. But it's an average of $3,000 sold over 3 months, which works out to be an average of $1,000 a month. So again, we're back to that magic number, $1,000. So here again, that $1,000 goal can do so much for you personally with that paycheck, but also for your business in the ways that I've just showed you. If you are already putting in $1,000 a month, either consistently or several times throughout the year, don't settle. Push yourself. Push yourself outside your comfort zone and double that PV. You want to make your goal $2,000 a month. Now, is it the worst thing in the world if you don't hit your goal? No. But if you make that goal, you write it down and you let it be known, you are much more likely to hit that goal. My goal is $2,000 a month PV, and you can see I shifted that goal halfway through the year last year, and the first half of the year I was putting in closer to $1,000 PV, and so I fell just short of hitting the $2,000 PV total for the entire year, which would have been $24,000. But I'm very proud of myself because for the second half of the year, I was consistently hitting $2,000 or more in PV. So once I made that goal, I was maintaining it, which is super exciting. Again, if you are setting yourself up, that is an awesome paycheck, $2,000 a month. That is huge. That can pay for start your vacation funds. That can definitely pay for a nice car payment. That can pay for preschool tuition. I mean, all kinds of great things that you can do with that paycheck. But also that is going to set you up for success in your 31 business. You're going to be partying a lot. You're going to be talking to new customers all the time. You're going to be getting new recruits left and right. It's an amazing goal to set. The next goal I want you to set is your recruiting goal. I'm going to say it again. Recruiting is the fastest way to a bigger paycheck. Your PV or your paycheck is limited based off of what you personally sell right now. When you promote and you build a team and you help your team, part of the rewards of doing so is that you get paid a percentage of your team, of their sales. So that means that at the same time when you're doing your parties and you're putting in your effort, you're also getting help from your team through your paycheck as well. So your paycheck grows as your team grows and as your team sells and as you continue to help them. So to do that, I would like you to challenge yourself if you are not a big recruiter and you're just kind of a hobbyist with 31, I would still really set the goal to have 2 recruits that qualify per catalog season. Now, what does qualify mean? That means that they've sold their first $1,000 and they consistently are putting in sales so that they become qualified consultants. What that will do is per catalog season, we have 2 catalogs a year. That means that you will have 2 recruits in the first catalog season, which could, if they become qualified, promote you to senior consultant and allow you to start making money off of your team. If you're also hitting that $1,000, you would then be eligible for home office leads the same month that you had that recruit. And I'll explain more about that a little bit in a second. If you're already recruiting or you're looking to move into senior consultant or director and leadership, which I highly recommend because it's extremely rewarding, then I would push yourself with your recruiting goals even higher. You could start with 4 recruits per catalog season, which there's 6 months, so getting 4 recruits in that 6 months. You can see right here I did 25 in the last year, so 8 recruits is not a big deal at all. But I would love to challenge yourself with recruiting 1 new person per month and having at least 4 qualify per catalog season. So that's 6 recruits in 6 months, 4 that qualify. And that would be 12 recruits for the year, 8 of which are qualified. So that's a great goal to set for yourself. I personally have a recruiting goal of 3 recruits per month. My recruiting was down a little bit last year because I had a lot of family issues come up, but I did hit at least 2 recruits averaging per month. So still doing pretty good with my recruiting, and I'm happy with that. But usually my goal is 3 recruits at least per month. What is that going to do? Let's see. If you have 4 recruits per catalog or 6 recruits, as I've just said that you would want to do 1 recruit per month, then if you are looking to move to directorship, you need 4 people who are under you who were qualified. And out of those 6 recruits that we talked about per catalog, you're trying to get 4 of those at least to qualify and sell their first 1,000. That right there will help set you up to promote to director. If you have 4 girls that are putting in their 1,000, so you're challenging them as well, just like you're challenging yourself, you will meet your director requirements. You will DIQ, you'll become a director, you'll hit consistently your director requirements. And did you know that in the first 3 months that you're a director, if you hit your requirements every single month, then you actually get $1,000 bonus at the end of that 3rd month. How awesome is that? So not only are you boosting up your PV, you're boosting up your recruits, you're boosting up your paycheck, you're boosting up your ability to promote, you also have $1,000 bonus in your future. Pretty awesome. So you can see by just making these easy, simple little challenges and goals for yourself, you can make major things happen in your business. So I want to challenge all of you to make your goals. Write them down, post them on our team page, let everybody know. We are not here to cut you down if you don't meet your goals, but we want to celebrate you when you do. Some of these goals may seem scary to you, but think about how amazing it will feel when you meet those goals. I am so excited for our next year with 31. For 2015 through 2016, I cannot wait to see what your next fiscal year holds. Okay, this is it for now, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!